Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at some mounts that you can obtain only from the Orgrimmar Horrific visions. Now there are some other mounts that you can obtain from both sets of Horrific visions, but I'm not going to focus on those in this video, predominantly focusing on the two mounts that you specifically can only get from these visions. So basically, to cut a long story short, you need to unlock masks. Unlocking masks will require you to complete at least one full run of either Horrific Vision, Orgrimmar or Stormwind, and completing all 4 sets of objectives and defeating the final boss. Once you've unlocked masks, you will have to do at least one run with one mask connected so that you are able to, of course, get a second mask. For the first mount we cover, the Void-Scarred Packmother, you have to have one corrupted mask activated at any given time, and for the second mount you will need to have at least 2 masks activated. Whichever 2 you choose does not matter too much, but I will advise obviously which 2 I think are the easiest to utilize. So in terms of the Void-Scarred Packmother, this one is pretty straightforward. Into the Horrific Vision you have to pick up 2 specific items. The first is a bag of Wolf Tack, which can be found in the Valley of Wisdom behind the Void-Crazed Hulk. The second is a Wolf Riding Saddle, which can be found in the Auction House in the Valley of Honor. Once you have collected both of these items, you will need to head to the Drag. When you are in the Drag, which you would have completed on the way to the Valley of Honor, you can come across a leatherworking hut. Inside that hut, you will be able to access a rug. Once you've accessed that rug, you will be able to activate it and then hand in both of your items, essentially, and fight the Void-Crazed Wolf. Once you have defeated the Void-Scarred Wolf, you will then be able to loot your mount from it. You shouldn't have any problems really with the boss or rare, since you would have completed much harder tasks in getting there. The Void-Scarred Windrider is equally quite easy. You have to make sure that you have 2 masks active. The 2 I recommend are the masks of the Burning Bridge and the standard Void mask that halves your sanity gain. Once you've completed the Valley of Wisdom, there is an elevator that is up the hill to the right of the boss's spawn location. Once you are inside the elevator, you will ride it to the very top, and when you are at the top of the elevator, you will be able to take on some Void-Scarred cubs. By defeating the cubs, you will start to spawn 3 waves of Void Wyverns. When you have defeated the 3 waves of Void Wyverns, the final wave will spawn a Void-Scarred Matriarch. Again, there shouldn't be any major issue for you. If you've completed the tasks on your way to getting there, you shouldn't really have a problem with this boss, and so by defeating them, you will then be able to loot them and claim your Void-Scarred Wyvern mount. It's all pretty straightforward, and honestly, I think it's pretty easy. Both of these mounts can only be obtained by completing these tasks inside the Orgrimmar Horrific Visions, so go ahead and grab them. There are some shared mounts between the 2, and some secret mounts which we'll cover in another video, but for now, take these 2 and go get them. Bye.